Akaza versus Sukuna. Two demons from two different worlds. One fights for strength and honor. The other fights for nothing but domination. Before we begin, if you enjoy detailed anime battle breakdowns and realistic power analysis like this, please subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. It helps the channel grow and lets me keep making videos like this. Now let's get into it. Akaza is Upper Moon 3 of the 12 Kazuki, a demon built purely for combat. Not tricks, not hacks, not illusions, just raw, perfected martial arts and overwhelming physical destruction. Even among Muzan's elites, Akaza stands out because he doesn't rely on gimmicks. His entire existence revolves around close-quarters combat, and that's what makes him terrifying. His base strength alone is enough to shatter buildings with casual punches. Every strike carries shockwaves that tear through stone and send Hashira flying like ragdolls. When he fought Rengoku, a flame Hashira capable of slicing through trains and demons with ease, Akaza wasn't pressured. He was smiling, trading blows, matching every attack casually. Rengoku's strongest techniques barely slowed him down, and Akaza regenerated every wound instantly. Lost limbs reform in seconds. Organs rebuild mid-battle. Even decapitation doesn't guarantee death unless it's done with sunlight or Nichiren, meaning in most fights, Akaza simply cannot be worn down. But the real danger comes from his blood demon art. Destructive death. Each punch releases compressed shockwaves that explode outward like artillery shells. Air itself becomes a weapon. He doesn't just hit you. He hits everything around you. Compass needle makes it worse. This technique lets Akaza sense killing intent like radar. The stronger your fighting spirit, the clearer you appear to him. It's practically precognition. Before you move, he already knows. Before you strike, he's already countering. Against swordsmen and close-range fighters, this makes him almost untouchable. He adapts instantly. He evolves mid-battle. The longer the fight lasts, the stronger he becomes. Now step into Jujutsu Kaisen. Enter Ryomen Sukuna, the king of curses. Not a warrior, not a fighter. A natural disaster wearing human skin. Where Akaza is martial skill, Sukuna is pure overwhelming cursed energy and lethal techniques stacked on top of each other. Physically, Sukuna already scales far beyond most sorcerers. He casually blitzes special grades, tanks city-level attacks, shrugs off techniques that erase buildings, and fights Gojo Satoru, the strongest modern sorcerer, without fear. But Sukuna's real power isn't punches. It's his techniques. Cleave and dismantle. Invisible slashes that adjust automatically to the target's durability. Too tough? The slash gets stronger. Too weak? Instantly cut apart. These attacks don't travel like normal projectiles. They simply appear across the opponent's body, meaning dodging is nearly impossible. Then there's Malevolent Shrine, a domain expansion without a barrier. Instead of trapping you inside, it manifests directly onto reality itself, a 200-meter radius of guaranteed death. Everything inside gets sliced continuously. Buildings, ground, people, everything. Hundreds of cuts per second. No escape, no defense, no safe zone. You don't fight inside Sukuna's domain. You survive it, if you can. So how do these two actually compare? In raw hand-to-hand combat, Akaza is arguably more refined. His martial arts are centuries perfected. His reaction speed is insane, and Compass Needle would allow him to read Sukuna's movements extremely well. In a pure boxing match, Akaza could genuinely pressure Sukuna, maybe even land multiple hits. But here's the problem. Sukuna doesn't need to box. Akaza has never shown resistance to spatial or cursed energy slashes that ignore durability. Regeneration works against physical damage, not against being diced into hundreds of pieces instantly. If Sukuna opens with cleave, Akaza gets cut before he even understands what happened. If Sukuna activates Malevolent Shrine, the fight ends immediately. Akaza would be trapped inside a storm of auto-targeting dismemberment. Even with regeneration, constant molecular slicing means there's no time to heal. He would be erased faster than he can reform. And unlike Demon Slayers, Sukuna has no honor code. He doesn't test opponents. He doesn't hold back. He kills efficiently. The moment he senses Akaza's strength, he goes straight for lethal options. That's the difference. Akaza fights like a warrior. Sukuna fights like a catastrophe. One destroys buildings. The other erases city blocks by standing still. Akaza would push him in close combat, maybe surprise him for a moment. But the second Sukuna gets serious, the gap becomes overwhelming. This isn't a duel, it's execution. Sukuna wins decisively. That was an intense breakdown.